This is a quick video about a new function that will probably go into OCE later this week sometime. I'm recording this on March 4 in 2024. The function is named fillGapMatrix, and this is just the documentation for it. I think I've been fairly clear in this, but I'm not going to read through it for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, just run the examples and give you a kind of video explainer. What I'm doing in this block is I'm creating and then displaying a matrix, and the matrix has got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I'm putting some values as NAs. You can see I'll say the word poison. Think of these as being bad values. Okay, and then I run fillGapMatrix on it, and what it does is it fills this gap and this gap and this gap. Now it does them a little bit differently, and I'm going to explain to you basically how it does them. Let's go to this one first. This one at 4, 2. At 4, 2, what it does is it goes to the left until it finds a non-NA value, takes note of that. If it gets to the edge and it doesn't find one, then it can't do interpolation, so it doesn't. Goes to the left and then it goes to the right. So it finds the 4 and the 14. And the span there is 2. So in other words, this is 1 hop and a second hop. So the span is 2 hops from the left one to the right one. And by default, if the span is 2, it will fill it in. So what it's going to do then is linearly interpolate. So it's going to, then the number there would be 9, linear interpolating between the two. Now, it also does it in the vertical, in this direction that you can see here. I guess that's the longer column, if you want to say it that way. And it computes something. Turns out it's the same number 9 because it's the linear function, right? Linear data, I guess. Yeah, it averages the 2. So it tries to do it left, right, and then it does it sort of top down, and averages the 2 if it can find 2. Now, if you look here at this one here, that's at 2, 3. It can do it horizontally, but it can't do it in the vertical because the span is too big. From 11 down to 14 is 1 hop, 2 hops, 3 hops. And the default is to only allow for 2 hops. However, it can still fill it in. It's filling this one in horizontally, and it's filling this horizontally. Okay, so that's that. And now what I'll do is I'll put in a whole block of NA values. And notice that to get from here, I find 1, there is to the left, there's a 2 there to 17. That's great. I can interpolate, except how many hops is it? 1 hop, 2 hops, 3 hops. And the default is only to allow a span, the word is span, of 2 hops. So it can't fill it in either vertically or horizontally. And so when I fill gap matrix, I get the same thing back. Now what I'm doing is I'm calling with span is equal to 3. Remember the default is 2, I said. And now it can fill it in. So it's going from 11 to 14, and it interpolates like whatever, that's a portion of the way, and this one's a portion of the way. And as it turns out, for each of these 4 points, it can interpolate in both directions and averages them. Right, so that's basically how it works. And why am I doing this? So you see here that says 2199. I'm in branch 2199 because I'm working on issue 2199 on the github.com/dankelly/OCE site, issue 2199. There's a lot of stuff in that issue. I'm not going to ask anyone to look at it. I will, however, post a link to this video in that issue so people can see how this works. It just saves, excuse me, it saves having like a Zoom meeting or something. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.